Hey, this is Ralph, and before starting up a 10-5 game, I'm going to look at my daily games and make a few moves here. Alright, so I feel pretty good about this one. I think I've got a decent position. Oh, that's right, this might be part... I signed up for this kind of unusual tournament, daily tournament on chess.com, and I didn't really realize what it was. I was just clicking, found one. And I think it was a material advantage versus a space advantage, and they started you off with the couple of pawns pushed forward and stuff like that. And I think that may have been one of those games here. But we are balanced at this one. Maybe this one's not one of those, but we're relatively balanced. We haven't castled yet. My Hector is getting very close to castling from Spain. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just bring my bishop out to e7 so that I can initiate a castle here very soon. Okay, got another game going on here. Looks like we're pretty evenly balanced. Looks like I've got a pretty nice queenside advantage. I've got 4 pawns to their 3. They have some doubled up pawns. I think in the last move or so, I just brought my queen over. So if I back up a little bit, yep, they were getting their king off of that back rank, similar to what I had already done. So now I need to start an attack. Obviously, I can bring my knight in to e5. But I kind of like the fact that my knight is kind of guarding or blocking this f3 square and keeping an eye on those e and g5 squares. So I don't know if I really want to move that knight quite yet, but I can start pushing a little bit of a pawn storm, right? Bringing this up is going to free their knight here. Now, I could bring my queen up to d7 and start to target this undefended pawn. That might be a good way to go. But do I need to be concerned about their rook getting into this back rank? That could be something that I don't necessarily want to contend with at the moment. Because even if I move here, they get down here, and even if I start taking... Nope, I can't take that. Yeah, I don't think I want that to happen. Can move down. See if I can't start pushing some of these pawns up. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. In fact, I'll be moving down here with check, requiring them to act. And I would think, very likely, they'll just push that pawn. I'm going to do that for now. I want to get my queen down here protecting this second rank. And start pushing this overwhelming pawn force. Okay, that's what I will do. All right. This is, I think, one of those games where the opponent started with a material advantage or a space advantage, and then I have a material advantage. But I need to develop. I'm going to start off with kicking that knight away. Now we've done a little bit of back and forth on this one. So if I back up a few moves, I brought my bishop over to c5, kick their queen away. Then I moved my bishop to pin their knight to the queen. We made a couple of forcing moves because I had the intentions of pushing this pawn up. They moved their queen back. And I think I'm going to repeat again and see what they do with that queen. Because if they just move that queen back again, so let me, I go here, their queen backtracks, I might go ahead and push this pawn. Now, of course, the knight's not going to be pinned at that time, but I think that's still what I want to do. I want to push pawns. Okay. Once again, let's keep rousting that queen. Okay, I'm in check. Oh yeah, this is Serial Birder. Yeah, Serial Birder is always one step ahead of me. So I've played this from France. Played them multiple times, and I think I'll have a record on here. Yeah, so they have a 3-0 record against me. We've played 3 games, and after the last loss, I did a rematch. And yeah, so this is my, he's obviously higher rated than me in these daily games for sure. And but seems to play well, and it's nice to kind of play someone who's keeps challenging you. And yes, he does seem to win most of the time, and he's got an advantage here, I think. In fact, we have a couple of games going. I think we have another game going too, where he literally has a pawn advantage on me. This one, it looks like he's about to get a pawn advantage because no matter what, I can't really protect my king from check and protect this b2 pawn at the same time. So I think once again, the birder is going to have an advantage on me. So what is the best way to block here? I don't want to move back. I don't want to move my knight back or anything like that. I don't want to move my bishop back. Push a pawn. Take. Take. Queen takes, rechecks me. And then maybe retreat. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Of course, yeah, it's just going to free up this square. The nice thing about their pawn being on d4 is it keeps their knight out of d4. So I don't think I want to free that up. I'm going to keep that locked down for now. Block with the bishop. They take. And I need to get myself castled. That might be my best option. Yeah, it'd definitely be interesting to check that. Move 8, or move 9, I guess, and see what the best deal would have been. Okay. Keith just checked me. This one could end up in a draw, which I would be okay with because Keith had the advantage. I don't think, just very, very recently. So I'd be pretty happy with a draw. And I think we're just doing a little bit of back and forth here. I don't want to move up into the third rank because that's going to allow him to fork my king and this pawn over here on a3. But if I go back a few moves, you can just see, we've just done a little bit of back and forth here. So if he repeats again, I might go ahead and request or offer a draw and see if he takes it. And then we'll kind of see where this game, I probably should have the advantage, of course. since I started off with white pieces and things like that. And I probably still could make a showing of it, because obviously their pawn is, both of their the C and A pawns are very at risk from my rook, and then that would give me a 3-2 pawn advantage over here on the right. But their king is very quickly moving in. Okay, yeah, this is one of those tournaments that I was talking about before. You're like, wait a minute. How does white have 2 pawns out and their knight, and black only has 1 pawn forward? So this is one of these, it's the position versus material tournament. And they set you up. So I've got all my pieces, but of course they are missing their F pawn, it looks like. So yeah, it's kind of fun. And, I've got several of these games going. And at first it confused me when I went there. I thought it was some kind of a glitch on the chess.com system. But nope, it was just this particular tournament is doing something a little bit unusual. Well, I guess I will develop and pin. All right. How are these daily games looking? I've got... Okay, I'm good. Another one. We'll do the one that's got to make a move in 24 hours. So let's see. I'm going to move that. Next, I'm going to move... No value to doing that first. Nah. Yeah, we'll push this one. Okay, let's head over and start up a 10-5 game. (10-5) play. Let's see who we get here. Ooh, okay, so Argentinian. I feel like I've seen several Argentinian players. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a move. And slightly lower rating, 1310. But I have certainly been beaten by lower rated players before, so I'm not going to put too much stock in the numbers in the parentheses. Oh, okay. That went fast. Let's try another one. All right, I don't know if there's a glitch going on or what. Let's see. Let me get out of this. 10-5 starting soon. Okay, let's give it a shot here. That's no flag. Oh, I see. So click here for our stance on the war in Ukraine. All right, well, let's get it going. Vizzer. All right. Petrov's defense. Okay, so one of those opportunities. Now, I think it's very tempting to say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit earlier. Take, redo the pin. But I have heard from the experts that's really not the ideal way to do things. Instead, enjoy the fact that they have weakened their king quite a bit. And by the way, after all this taken stuff, their bishop would very easily be able to go back and unpin that knight. So it would be a very short-lived kind of feeling, even though I've given up some material. So I think instead I will just backtrack let them take, and then it's always the question, do I take with the H pawn or the F pawn? Normally I would take with the H pawn because I've been, here, take towards the center. But part of me now likes the idea of taking this way and freeing up this F file. Now semi-open. Get my knight right over here on this square, which looks friggin' sweet, since they no longer have a dark squared bishop to roust me. Protect that pawn, which is protecting the knight. I think that might be pretty good. Let's get a little fork option or fork potential coming up. So I'll go ahead and move here first and see if I can't roust their knight away. Yes, I definitely want to get the knight out of there. That's fine. Let's see, of course, their knight is also protecting. That E5 square. But maybe I've got some potential to push that knight away, because I really want my knight there. Now, I don't want their knight to get into this E4 square, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I will bring this knight up to help protect it. We have another potential fork. So if they bring their knight in now, I can't very well take it because of this pawn fork. So if they move their knight, which I expect they will, I'm not going to take it. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is, if they move their knight here, I'll move my king up to make sure my king is watching over this G3 square, G3 pawn. I'm bringing their queen into the mix. So this is going to be a little concerning, right? I'm tempted to bring my king here. I don't like that for several reasons. For one, it puts my king in line with their queen. So I might need to move this F3 horse. I'm going to move back here momentarily, hoping I can bring it up to G4. My queen is watching out for that G3 pawn. If the horse makes a move, I'll take. That doesn't bother me. So this seems like it could be an opportunity for me. So my opponent has pushed this pawn. I wasn't thinking of going over there. The pawn's undefended, so my bishop could go take it out if I move my queen somewhere. Let's do this. Let's see if I can't threaten both this knight and let my bishop threaten this recently moved pawn. Of course, my queen is protecting my bishop. So I guess there's not too much risk of me taking this knight right away. Okay. Let's pin the knight to the rook. And if they do move their f6 knight, that's going to free up that f7 square for me. All right, can I get that knight away? Check. King moves. Take the horse. Going to give me tripled pawns. However, I could also do another check. Exchange queens. I'll have my rook up here. Interesting. Okay, so what if I start this whole process by taking out this knight, but I'm mostly doing this to get their queen off of protecting that f8 square. Let's move, see if we can't roust their knight a little bit. And if they don't move their knight, I can always take over here with check and then back my knight up into the f5 square. Okay, wasn't expecting that, but maybe there's more opportunities. Attack the queen. Yeah, let's try it. I wonder if I should push this G pawn up too. Kind of take away that square. And I've got a rook over here that's just sitting around doing nothing too. Of course, so does my opponent, but my rook is just kind of excited to get into this game. Let's invite him to the party. don't think I'm worried about that. And of course, I'm watching these experts on YouTube and stuff, often talking about if I push a pawn, that could be good. However, I'm creating a weakness. And I'll be weakening that f4 square, which is currently well protected by that pawn. Whereas if they push their pawn, I've got opportunities to take. And yeah, I'll have a tripled pawn structure, but maybe that's not so bad. I'm not good enough to really spot any tactics. So I don't know if I can take here, king takes. I don't think there's anything for me there. I'm going to bring this knight over here, see if I can't go against that c5 pawn. And if they push it, I'll still go. Cool. Take with a pawn. I'm still not worried about a knight in here because that's going to open me up. Okay. I don't think I'm worried about that. Time still seems to be okay. 4 minutes for me, 5.5 for my opponent. All right, I like my attacking options. I feel like my king is marginally safe. I want to get this knight up here. c5. And then maybe I'll even push that b2 pawn up, try to lock that position, that side down. My rook will be protecting that a2 pawn. Okay. Vizzer is in the tank on this one. Yes, I would be too. So I should be thinking, if I was black... Oh, there we go. All right, well, that does take away an attacking square for me. So let's still go with the plan. Threaten the rook, threaten the bishop. I don't know, I didn't really have any intentions of taking the bishop. I guess I'll evaluate that. I mostly just wanted to have my knight there. Well, I only had really one attacking move. Who knows how great it was? And they really put the kibosh on that with that f8 rook. So what's another way I can get to this king? I can't triple up because the bishop has got that f1 square protected. Okay, this is going to give me a pawn. Is that going to be good? Should be good, right? Take, take, take. I'm a pawn up. However, my queen is in line with their rook. They can do a push because that, I'm sorry, knight. My knight is, that knight is going to be pinned. Oh, wait. No, I don't take with the queen. Take with the rook. So, take, pawn takes, rook takes. Yeah. I'll pre-move this. Nope. Jeez. I'll just move the queen. Yeah, I'm not going to pre-move anything. Oh, crap. Look at this. That's why I should have taken on the queen, maybe, or maybe not even do the trades at all. All right, time is getting low. Time is getting low. Time is getting low. Let's see, what can we do here? There's no value to checking because it's protected by the queen. I don't like this. I'm going to be down the exchange a little bit because I'm going to lose a rook, get their bishop. But then again, who knows? I mean, their bishop is pretty strong up there now. Maybe that's okay. Not liking my odds so much anymore. Any value moving this knight over here? Attack on the queen, discovered attack on the rook. Okay. Man. My rook is protecting this pawn right there. they take, I really just have to move my king out of the way. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where I lost track of this game. Felt good about this. Felt good about that. Yeah, I think it was taking right here. So, my move 27. Probably not a good one. Let's get the king away, out of pin. And of course, now my rook is, or my knight's going to go. Yeah, my knight is undefended, or under-defended. Let's see. Any good, interesting check options? Probably not. Yep, there you go. Move that rook in. Yeah, not looking too good here. I screwed that up by even moving that queen up there. I should have just, yeah, taken their rook and then maybe done the check if I felt like doing a check. Damn. Yeah. Nice game, vizzer. Well done. Okay. Yeah, what will I do? Let's take... Yep, let's go ahead and resign there. Whew. Okay, well, yeah, my move 27. I'm thinking that was where my real serious mistake. Not that I didn't make, mistakes before that. But let's see what the game review says. Yeah. Had an advantage going quite far into this game. And it just drops off the cliff right there. Interesting. And let's see. Yep. Oh, I'm on the left here. Yep, definitely a blunder. My opponent made a blunder. Probably should have capitalized on that. 3 misses and a couple mistakes. All right. Okay, that was a pin will win me a knight. Ooh, there it is. There's my first big mistake. Move 18. I shouldn't have been too quick to take. Missed an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. Well, obviously taking that does offer an equal trade of pieces, but maybe they are more inclined to think Rook E1? No, that's a blunder. Missed an opportunity to offer equal trade of pieces. It's not this. That's the mistake. That's what I'm trying to not do. Knight G4. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. And I certainly considered that, because obviously we'd have a situation here where I had those triple pawns, and that's not good. So they take back. Oh, of course I would do a check first if that was going on. Okay, so let me go back a couple here. If I do this, see, yeah, I know I wasn't worried about that. I figured they would take. And this would open up this pawn, which I was aware of. So why didn't I move this knight? This knight is doing nothing there on H2. These pawns, they're fine They're protected. I don't really care about them over there too much. Yeah, okay, back to the review. Retry. Wait. That's good. They do this. I'm going to retry. Knight to g4. That would have been huge. Almost a 5-point advantage there. Then I do the move. A little bit too late, perhaps. Threatening to win a rook. They didn't like me bringing this rook out. That's a mistake. Allowed the opponent to develop a piece while also winning a tempo. Yeah. This allows them to bring in... That's true. Getting my rook over here invites that bishop to pop in and threaten my f1 rook. I guess back to here. No, now it's a blunder. Give me a hint. Huh. Is it a take or a push? A take. Equal trade. Yeah, I guess so. Doesn't it invite their queen into my area? Pawn takes. Or maybe after queen takes, I kind of just put a pin in this area. Not literally, but and then start to offer some trades over here. Nope, that's good for them. So what do the lines tell me here? Knight b3. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's see, where am I? That was bad. Instead, I should have taken. That was a good move, and I had a great advantage here. Almost the highest advantage for the game. This is the way to win material, if only. Okay, definitely there was a mistake. Ignored an opportunity to play a hard-to-find move. Excellent. I love hard-to-find moves. Gosh, is there some kind of crazy queen sacrifice that leads ultimately to a fork? Queen takes f6 is best. Queen was sacrificed for a lower value piece, a stunning move. This wins a knight. Take. Rook takes f6. Interesting. So they're not suggesting the king retake? Nope, that gives me a stronger advantage. Because then I've got knight g4. Discovered attack on their rook. Oh boy. Amazing. Yeah, that's a huge advantage. Gosh. Yeah, being able to visualize these moves. That's something. Take, take, take. All right. Retry. Yep, that's glorious. That was, yeah, these were, yeah, bad moves left and right now at this position. Yep. I knew that was kind of bad. I didn't see it, of course, till after the fact that, yep, my opponent. Yeah, let me just go back a couple here. Missed a better way to recapture a piece. You permitted opponent to pin a rook. Of course I did. So, take with the queen. That was my first thought, but then I was really scared of this big pawn, of this pawn push to f6. That was bad. Left of rook vulnerable. I don't know, how do I make it not vulnerable? Pawn push? That's not going to do anything. What is the hint? Knight move? Attack the queen. Take, 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 take. Oh boy. Yep, that was bad. Knight move would be better. And that is it. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I had the sense that there was something going on there. I just lacked the vision to be able to foresee those series of moves. But definitely worth learning from. So yeah, it's a kind of a long video. So if you made it this far, thank you very much, and I will see you again tomorrow.